welcome to Talking Good Game. The game has just finished. It was Bournemouth 1, West Ham United 3, a game of two halves. I'm Geo from HammersChat.com. I'm obviously ecstatic, as you can see. I've got my regular with me, Gonzo. Gonzo, are you a happy hammer?
I'm mental, mate. I can't believe it. I'm woken the children up and everything.
Yeah, me too. My daughter's buzzing as well. She doesn't even know what's happening. I think she thinks Santa's coming or something. She's going to be disappointed when she finds out all that's happened is West Ham are on their biggest undefeated run for 15 years. I've got a facial all organised with me as well. Mark, a.k.a. the RIBMAN. You've all ate his food, but have you heard his match review you're going to tonight? Mark, are you buzzing?
Yeah, who's not buzzing? If you're a West Ham fan, you've got to be after that, no? Surely. Yes.
Yeah, well...
this is being West Ham.
Yeah, well, let's get the negative out of the way first from you, Mark. The first half, how poor was that from your point of view?
Yeah, it was kind of poor. I've seen worse, definitely, from us last season especially. But maybe I'm just looking at the positives all the time. We could have equalised. We could have gone 2-1 up. We could have been 3-1 up. We could have been 2-1 down. It was a game of football that we wasn't winning at the end of the day. But you know, we needed it at half time. He'd done it against Southampton. We've done it against Bournemouth today, I think.
Well, I did something at half time, Gonzo. I knew West Ham came out, but there wasn't any obvious changes. Gonzo, what was different in the second half at the start? Because even at the start, before we scored, we were pressing Bournemouth. We looked like a completely different team again. What was different, Gonzo?
Well, we were pressing, confidence, but mates have had a rollicking. I do think Valencia came more central. I do think that was a key point. And also, obviously, he made the substitution, and Jenkins is not having a good season, granted, but it was, and I know it was a defender, but it was still an attacking substitution as well. And he managed to get down there and provide a little bit more width, where Valencia was hanging out down that right side in the first half. Valencia was a bit more central, and Payet started running the show, and Antonio was really good in that second half, very good.
Right, let's be honest here for a second. We have to be honest. In the second half, Payet played a world-class through ball to Valencia and put him one-on-one. And his first touch went backwards. It went closer to our goal than Bournemouth's goal after leaving it in Valencia's foot. Mark, did you curse and swear at Enner Valencia and say, get off the pitch?
I curse and swear at them all. You know, that every one of them. If it's not going our way, yes, of course. But you know, the guy behind me last week at the game booed because you know someone headed the ball. I think it was Valencia actually, and it went off. And I was like, I turned around and screamed at them. You know, don't boo near me, man. You know, it's a game of football. You know, get behind your team. Get behind them, you know, things aren't going as well as they should, no, but it's our team, you got to back them, you know, and they're going to feed off of your negativity, as far as I can see, you know, if you're not behind your team 100%, the team are going to suffer, and who wants to see the team suffer?
Yeah, well, I think up here in Aberdeen I can curse and swear. The team won't hear me. It's okay. I'm allowed up here.
When you're at the game, you know, I mean, you heard the away fans tonight. They were, you know, outsung the home fans again. You know, they're superb. Got to be the best away fans in the league, man, without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, credit to the away fans that were there. Like you said, you heard them from the word go. Even when the football was poor in the first half, even when the team came out in the second half, all you could hear was West Ham fans. It does help that the ground only holds 12,000 people and 2,000 of them are West Ham fans. That does help a wee bit.
To be fair, we had seen Man United, you know. So.
Yeah, well, I think I could outsing. I could outsing them on my own up here in Aberdeen. Gonzo, you said we did a halftime live show. All three of us, to be honest, were quite positive. We said we're still in this. We can do this. You said we need a free kick. You got your free kick. You got your bit of magic. Why is Payet with West Ham, Gonzo?
I've said on numerous occasions there's certain players, there's Sanchez and people like that, and they are just a level above everyone else. That they're match winners. I would call them. Well, if 3 years ago they'd be £35 million players. Now they're £50 million players. Aguero, people like that. Somehow, you've got to praise the owners or Tony Henry. Somebody at that club has got us a player that's on a par and on a level with those with those top guys. Payet is as good as anyone. We had a debate on the forum in the week. Is he as good as Di Canio? I'll say it now. He's better than Di Canio because this guy will do it home and away. I mean, Tevez wasn't with us for long enough, but he's at that standard. He's fantastic.
Mark, have you seen a better free kick from a West Ham player than that from Payet until Valencia scored later on? We'll debate that in a second.
The diff on Valencia's free kick was Ronaldo for me. You know, that Ronaldo Man United free kick when he made that ball dip so much. What did he do? It didn't compute with me how he did it. It was amazing, and that was Valencia for me. But Payet goal before that. Come on. It's a different class. I mean, we're not used to seeing it at West Ham, but we do deserve to. Don't get me wrong. We deserve to see that. We've deserved to see that for a long time. It's been a while coming, and it's about time it's here. But, wow, yes. Amazing.
I think you can criticise the keeper a little bit. When you were watching the free kick, before he took it, you thought, what is the keeper doing standing there? Does he know how good Payet is at free kicks? No. He literally just said to Payet, there you are, mate. If you can get it in there, I cannot reach it. And Payet put it in there, millimetre perfect. It could have, if it went an inch to the left or an inch to the top, it would have hit one of the crossbar posts. It was millimetre perfect. There was a goal in between the free kicks, of course. Jenkinson decided to mount the corner flag. Then the Bournemouth player slipped on his arse, and then he got it through.
I think Jenkinson was really, really clever there. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He knew that he was running so fast that the guy behind him was running fast too. So he knew that if he could stop that ball, that guy was going to run into that ball, and he did. For me, he knew what he was doing.
I think that's a very good comment, actually. I think that's a very good point that not a lot of people, even I didn't really pick up on it, to be honest. I thought he just fell on his arse, really.
No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm just giving him too much credit. I agree with that. I thought that when I saw it.
Yeah. But Gonzo, Payet did the free kick. Then he does the magic out on the wing. He takes on players. He puts on a plate to enter Valencia. A striker that has only scored one Premier League goal in 30 appearances. And he's lacking the edge in front of goal, and it's understandable. Anyone goes through that drought is going to be lacking the cutting edge. Payet just puts on the silver plate, says, there you go. What did you make of the second goal, Gonzo? Were you just a bit like me? Were you just in dreamland? Were you thinking, what's going on?
I couldn't believe it. My wife does a blog, non-football related. I pulled her. I said, come and have a look, quick. Come and have a look at this. The skill of Payet is sensational. We've just talked about him. We should talk about him again. We'll continue to talk about him. We'll talk about him next week. As long as he's at the club, we'll continue to talk about him. The skill, and he got through. He plays with his head up, and he's looking, and he picks out Valencia. And do you know what you said about Valencia? The thing is, Valencia for Ecuador he's a poacher. That's really what he's a goal sniffer. He's a box player. We say he's not the best dribbler in the world. He's not got the best passing. He's not even got the best ball control. But he can run like a whippet, and he can strike a ball, and he can finish. And I'll tell you what, we should be playing with him in the box more often. But you know, that's another. He did the business, and that's fantastic. But Payet. What? I mean, I'm dumbstruck. Well, not fully dumbstruck, but yeah, amazing.
He's got a radar. He's got a radar in there. He knows where everybody is on the pitch at all times, even when he doesn't have the ball or when the ball's coming to him. He knows what he's away to do. He knows where the ball is. He's in the top 10 players in the Premier League. I'm going to say that. I think he really is that good. Gonzo, what free kick is better for you? It's two different techniques, Valencia and Payet. It's two completely different techniques, right? Which one's better?
Oh, I honestly, I don't know. That's like asking me to choose between a donut and a cream cake. They're both lovely, aren't they? Really. Who knows? Who knows?
No, you've got to pick. You've got to pick, because if this was goal of the season, and they're both going to be in contention with other goals we've seen so far, and you've got to pick what. You've got to pick one.
Do you know what the thing is? And I'm not going to dodge the question. They both intended it. That's where Payet, he meant that very same square inch of the goal. Valencia, because you've seen him, he's attempted a few this year already. You've seen he loves that dip when he scored that goal against Hull. It's power and it's dip, like Mark said. I'm going to go for Payet because of the finesse, but that's only because you forced me into a decision. I wanted to pick both of them, and you wouldn't let me, Geo.
No, you're not. You have to pick one. Mark, you've got to pick one as well. What free kick do you think's best? What one did you prefer? Why?
As good as Payet was, it was world class. I'm gonna go Valencia. Purely for the dip. I mean, to get that dip on that ball, I'm sorry, man. You got to be, you got to practice that. That was amazing. That was definitely Ronaldo. That was something else.
I'm remarking this one. Valencia defied physics. He defied the laws of gravity doing that shot there. And also, I think more people in the Premier League can take a free kick and bend it around the wall like Payet. Maybe not as good as Payet, but they can do that, bend it around the wall. Not if, I would challenge anyone to name 3 other players that can hit the ball like Valencia does from a standstill point of view and get it up and over the wall like how he does. Gonzo, stop thinking. I'm not asking you tonight for your 3 players. But before we go, West Ham are now 5th. We're on a 15-game unbeaten run. 15 games without a defeat. It's becoming a bit. Sorry, 9 games, but 9 games, but our best in 15 years. There, that's the one. It's the best time in 15 years. Our unbeaten run. Mark, how far can West Ham go this season?
To be fair, I really would like to see us get to Europa. I mean, just purely for when we move. I think it's too early for us for Champions League. I think if we go there, even though I think Bilic will be able to do it, whether we can have a team for him to do that, I don't know. Because, I mean, I think, to be honest, I think Bilic could do anything. If we were in the Champions League, he would take us. And if he got the team behind him, he would be able to do it. So, why not? It's aim for the Champions League. Fuck it. He's, for me, he's the dude. He's believing Bilic, yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll find out mine and Gonzo's opinion tomorrow night. We'll be previewing the Newcastle the game, and that's when I'll be asking the guests tomorrow night what they think West Ham can do this season, and you'll get my own opinion as well. We've got a wee competition for you, but before we tell you all about that, and I've got one more important question for these 2 guys that I think they're going to find it tough, but there could be an obvious answer. Remember and hit the subscribe button while you're here. It means a lot to us, to everybody who's subscribing. We've got a new show called Rose Ed in association with Claret and Hugh. Every Monday, a weekly news condensed report from Gonzo here, and it's on Claret and Hugh on our YouTube channel as well. Our social media, facebook.com/hammerschat and twitter.com/hammers_chat. Gonzo, important question, man of match.
It has to be. Oh, crikey, he scored 2 goals, mind you, didn't he? Valencia. I'm gonna go with Payet again. You're gonna think it's a Payet loving, but why not? Why not? I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm buzzing. I thought Antonio was very good. Can't get man of the match because Valencia scored 2 goals and Payet was so instrumental. Payet, both of them, 2 bottles of champers, one for Payet, one for Valencia, and good eye, brilliant. It's just what a time to be a West Ham fan. What a time.
You won't pick a free kick. You won't pick a man of match. Someone's sitting on the bench tonight. Mark, I hope you're not sitting on the bench. Who's your man of match?
Do you know what? I would have given it to Valencia, but I'm actually going to go Payet. Do you know why? Because for the 3rd goal, that assist, that was something special as well. That was proper. So, for me, Payet for that as well. Apart from the free kick and that, and everything else, obviously, but that swung it for me. That assist, that was as good as the free kick for me.
Yeah, before you hear mine, tonight we saw Andy Carroll go off injured. We saw Jelavic trot around the pitch, and I think he finished the game, but we didn't even notice him. I didn't even notice him in the celebrations. But they've been completely overshadowed by a fantastic performance by West Ham United. It's competition time in a second, but my man match tonight went with the 12th man. It went with the crowd. I think they were unbelievable tonight. If I had to pick a player, Gonzo, I knew you were going to say this. It's going to be Payet. He's a game changer. Come on then, Gonzo. What do you always say?
Just what you said about the crowd. They were singing "Loro, what's the score?" Loro, what's the score?
Well, before Mark disappears, Mark, what's your opinion on Mark Lawrenson in one word?
In one word?
Yeah, one word. Describe Mark Lawrenson, please.
Have we got young children watching this show or what? Because he's a cunt.
Not that word.
I think we all know what he's about, I don't know how he's getting a living on telly, but expert, really? Seriously? No.
But anyway, competition time. Our guest tonight, Mark, has kindly donated a travel pack of his sauces. They are fucking they're fantastic.
Mark's behaved himself, and you go and slip up. The RIBMAN has stopped himself having a pop at Mark Lawrenson, and you have gone and said that he dropped the F-bomb.
That's how nice they are. That just means I like his sauces more than he hates Mark Lawrenson. So it's a huge compliment. But to win the travel pack, or to enter to win the travel pack, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment below anything. Your man of match, comment on the free kick, comment on my bad language. It doesn't matter. Just comment below and you're entered, as well as just subscribe. And the RIBMAN will be picking a winner, and we'll announce it on the review show of the Newcastle game, so do pop back. Mark, thank you very much for popping on tonight. We appreciate it. Gonzo, thank you as always.
Brilliant, thank you.
I've been Geo, and we've been hammerschat.com.